I don't think we went to Iraq for the right reasons. I mean,
Same.
I think the boots on the ground soldiers did the best that they could, as they always do with the situation they're presented with.
Mm-hmm.
But I think more than anything, man, we got to show the power of influential people in the government on that one, the power of the military industrial complex. And it shows we're better at breaking things than putting things back together as the military, for sure.
Do you think we could potentially be headed towards, or in the future, sometime in the future, encounter the same scenario?
I don't know. I mean, you know, one of the questions I have in the production notes, if you look at the guy, the 2 National Guard soldiers who just got shot in D.C., it happened from an Afghan national that was vetted by the agency. And I will say this, there's a difference between vetting somebody to fight a mutual enemy in the country that they live in versus being vetted to immigrate into a country. And I don't know if people realize this, there's no like DMV paperwork in Afghanistan. There's no rough, massive database that the agency is going. They're like, we're going to go call NCIS Kabul and pull the file on this guy. There is no file.
Mm-hmm.
So the vetting to work there, but again, and then this goes to how we left that country and the massive, and we were trying to do the right thing, right? Like we don't want to leave our allies behind. These people sacrificed. But if I was a smart enemy, I 100% would have infiltrated that system. Yep. So I mean, I hate to catastrophize and I don't want to, but I do think that there is 100% risk. Not that there's 100% risk. I think that there is a risk that something like that will happen again.
Yep.
I
just
think
talked
that what
about
happened
this today. Yeah, I definitely, I think with the holidays coming around, and not even just the holidays, but I definitely see something happening again. It was too easy for him, unfortunately, but I don't think he's the only one who's going to, you know, try something like that. Whatever his intentions were.
Yeah,
we know that?
It's improbable that he'd be the only one, because people I don't think they understand.
Yep.
And I'm sure you worked with partner force. Like I worked with the ANA and the ANP, and it's like, you do the best you can, but a lot of them get the job based off of a family member recommendation, and you know nothing about the family or the person. And we're just trying to vet people that can work with us so we can have an Afghan face to the American operations. That doesn't, you know what I mean? I know people want to believe that like this vetting, when they say CIA vetted, I'm like, guys, they had the information that they had, and it's not the same as bringing these people over to the country. I think it's improbable that was the last time that we'll see something like that.
Jeez. I hope it's not coordinated, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Because imagine if there had been, well, I don't want to give anybody ideas, but you and I know how few people it would take, and in a very non-complex manner, to scare the living shit out of everybody in this country.
Yep. Me and my wife talk about it. She's had dreams about it. We talk about it like to that extent of how many soft targets there are in America, and it would shut down. It would shut down a lot. If not, the morale of America, the spirit of America it would take one. It would take a chunk out of it. If there were not even that many guys to coordinate something small, it would be devastating.
And then where do you point the anger? You know, that 9/11 was interesting because it was a physical infrastructure attack largely, which we could geographically trace back to some areas in Afghanistan and individuals. I mean, what do you do when these people were working by, with, and through us, made their way back to the United States? I mean, we can have anger at our own systems for either moving too quickly or not planning our withdrawal or whatever it may be, but that's tough.
Yeah.
You know, where do you point that desire for, I mean, it's going to start off with a desire for revenge and payback.
That's a good question. That's a really good question. I don't know. You don't go back to Afghanistan for sure. That's a good, gosh, that's a tough one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Again, I'm always super vague when I talk about the things that let's just say this. My mind is very creative, probably far too creative than it should be. And if you're anything like me, oftentimes I'll just look at things tactically and go, well, this is what I would do.
Yeah.
And then I just say nothing about it because, again, I don't want to give people a template, because the reality is, man, the veneer is thin.
Yeah.
It's thin.
Very, very. It's scary. I think we get us as Americans. I mean, I think it's a good thing to a degree that we are like that. as a whole, as a country, that we are kind of, but it's not a good place to be where you're like so complacent that you don't notice or see the potential of the bad things that can happen. But I also don't want to, I'm the same guy that like, if I have a weird thought at night, I'll wake up and make sure my guns are in the right order and check some locks and clear the house a little bit. I still do that to this day. But
I do, but that's just because we're crazy.
Okay, then yeah, it's normal then.
It's normal given the cohort of people that we came from. I mean, I'm sorry, not all experiences are created the same, and some things, when you touch them, they touch you back. That's how I describe war to people. If you touch war, it touches you back. It can make you better. I truly believe in post-traumatic growth. I wish we could center the conversation around that more than post-traumatic disorder, because I do believe you can go from one to the other. But yeah, also, when you have been around that level of violence or evil, depending on your definition, you know that it exists. It makes you want to go check, like, did I actually lock the door? Did I put this where I want it? You know what I mean? It's just, you've encountered it.
Yeah. Makes sense.